and register, and you stay at the hotel, you get your entire entry fee or venue fee waived.
Oh, wow.
So up to the first 15 people, they are still doing that raffle for the first 100 people for prizes. And all right, hopping right into things. Winners quarters, Unknown versus LOE1. Yeah, I know LOE1 has been practicing the Diddy more for his bad matchups he categorizes as.
Yeah, I'm not at all surprised by this because I know Mario Brothers kind of have trouble with Mewtwo.
Right.
He's very difficult to approach with how he's kind of built as a character, where you have Shadow Ball, you have down tilt, forward air, just a lot of ways to keep your opponent from ever touching you. So Diddy Kong makes sense, especially since you'll hear from most Mewtwo's that this is one of his worst matchups.
Yes.
But the thing is that Unknown, you know, being Zenoda's brother, has a lot of practice in this matchup, and it's showing.
Oh yeah, that was insane. It was like a 0 to 80 combo he did within like the first 30 seconds, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, Unknown is nobody to be slept on. He's like nearly beaten Larry Lur. He's nearly beaten Ally. He did extremely well with the Arcadian. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Unknown, when he's playing at his peak, is always very impressive.
That was smart for LOE1 to jump out of his side B, because if you don't, you just need another forward air, and if you air dodge, you can just land on stage and get an up smash read. And we were talking about like how like Nero's extremely patient. LOE1 is that same way, where he'll play as patient as he has to, even if he's down, just to figure out your play style, and then come back. Like he was notorious for timing people out in Brawl.
Oh yeah. LOE1 is an analytical player, for sure. Definitely the type of person who will just sit back and like try to force you to play as many individual interactions as possible, so that he can learn how you play in neutral and kind of work off of that. Right now, he's going to have to find his way out of disadvantage against Unknown.
Yeah, and that's what I like what Unknown is doing. He's not letting him get. I don't think I've actually seen LOE1 pull banana once.
He did at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, but just like not letting him get anything going, getting the banana, trying to wall Mewtwo out and force Unknown to approach him safely.
I'm a little concerned for Unknown here, just because I kind of see he's kind of like started to just really look for these grabs. Okay, he was for a second, but I don't think he's really fishing anymore. He's kind of taking his time.
And
the grab is an extremely useful tool here.
Yeah,
obviously, but you don't want to look for it too hard.
And the scary thing about this matchup in particular is that Mewtwo is deceptively light.
Oh yeah.
So like another 15% and like a down tilt into up smash, that's Mewtwo stock right there.
Oh yeah. LOE1 has been incredibly slippery, and now we're seeing him start to kind of fish for grabs.
Again, the smart just like jumping away.
Oh,
and then getting that roll, read that roll and got that up smash.
What a comeback from
LOE1.
Unknown just getting, I don't know, he just couldn't seem to find that last neutral win that he needed, and that paid off for LOE1. That's kind of an example of his ability to download his opponent that we're talking about.
Yeah. And I like you were saying, I feel like that's where at more like mid-level, that's where players struggle a bit more, is they get a little bit more impatient than top-level players do to get that kill. But the important thing is just remember, be patient and commit when you can, and don't get overzealous. Interesting counter pick. I'm not too sure why he chose this stage.
I couldn't really tell you, but sometimes it's just comfort. Sometimes there are things we don't know.
I do know that Mewtwo's up tilt can reach through the platforms, so perhaps to try to catch a monkey flip, recovery options. And one thing I do know that I like to call the Jordan special is he'll get the weak hit of up tilt into up smash because it has such little knockback.
Yeah, that is a notorious Mewtwo confirm. If you can hit that that sour spot of up tilt, it is so devastating. Unknown trying to find his way back. Very nice. Just kind of weaves his way back to the ledge.
Yeah.
Not trying to go too fast.
And so the interesting thing is I was listening to Avadago talk, and he says he doesn't like to charge the Shadow Ball fully because it has more like end lag, and it just comes out quicker if it's not charged all the way.
Yeah, there are definitely benefits to using like the 90% charged Shadow Ball, and of course there are benefits to using the fully charged one too. So it's interesting to see how Mewtwo makes use of them.
And now here's the tricky part is when LOE1 has the lead, he'll play the ledge game. He's notorious for doing that with Luigi, and you can see that in his like Diddy style. Mexican stand up.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he was pretty much forced there because if he had jumped, he would have gotten hit by the Shadow Ball.
That was such a low one way to die.
Yeah.
You wait too long, and yeah,
get punished appropriately for it.
That was, Unknown's definitely not playing any games here, and I like that Unknown's not grabbing the banana, right? He's not trying to use it against LOE1. He knows like how effective banana can be versus Mewtwo. What he is doing is he's standing in front of it and creating this wall so that LOE1 can't get back to it. It's in play, LOE1 can't access it, and it makes it easier to play neutral against him as a result. Oh.
Yeah, see, just like you said, throwing it behind him and not trying to throw it back, so he gets punished for it. Because a lot of Diddy players will look for that option to try to throw it back at you, and just re-grab, with an attack.
Yeah, most of the time, a Diddy main is going to be more proficient in their item game than you are. So I definitely respect the idea of throwing it back.
Catching top of the platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Jordan was trying to edge cancel it. He's really well versed in doing that.
It's a possibility.
Yeah.
But yeah.